Hello everyone, welcome back to the Memorial Championships presented by Discraft. We are on the back nine of the Women's Pro Open lead card of the second round. We're out at Fountain Hills, and we are going to watch these lovely ladies kick it off on the back nine. Jessica Wiese is currently in the lead with a great front nine. We will get to see whether she can maintain that on the back nine or if somebody comes on charging.
How do the players play the back nine? This is where you got to keep your brains together. If you're solid, keep it going. If you've had trouble, can you bring it up?
I'm Sarah Hokum here with Zoe Andike, giving you the play-by-play. On the card, we have Jessica Wiese, Maria Oliva, Zoe Andike, and Jennifer Allen. Whoop, whoop.
Here we go. Hole number 10, par 3. It's 381 feet. Guess what? There's out of bounds on the right. It's the sidewalk. Deep, it's the sidewalk. Left, there really isn't much trouble.
This one's a little outside of range for a lot of women.
Yeah.
Mostly trying to just kind of throw a hyzer around those initial blocker trees. You'll see they're kind of straight ahead. Jess with the Vulcan backhand.
And I got to think about the sidearm dominant players on a lot of holes like these. Sarah, did you throw a backhand here or did you throw a sidearm?
I threw a backhand. The sidearm line is pretty, it's not really
Non-existent.
available unless you want to throw a big, high, flexy distance shot.
Which I have heard in the men's division.
Ooh, little yank there. Does that come back in bounds? Come on, back in bounds. Come on. Oh, that's always my fear. When I've practiced this hole, I've done that a bunch of times.
Going wide, playing my stable defender. A little too wide.
Jen with a destroyer.
And she's inside. Plenty safe. A little safer than maybe she wanted to be, but
She's
is
definitely
okay.
got the distance to get there.
Right here, I'm
And here
coming
you
in
are.
for my meter from out of bounds. Looking
Trying to
for an
recover.
upshot.
And you got a putt.
Give me a putt.
That's good.
all you can
That's
ask
good.
for.
Maria throwing her bullfrog.
Bullfrog.
Ribbit.
Ribbit.
Is that the, I haven't seen a lot of players throwing that
I haven't
yet.
had a chance to even actually check that disc out. I was excited to hear the name of it. The bullfrog.
Yeah, Innova with the animal names is pretty common.
Solid jump putt upshot executed by Jen there.
Maria for her par. Ooh.
Stretching it out. Trying to make it out. Trying to get that save. Oh, looks a lot like
There's a little bit of a low ceiling there, making that push putt a little bit more difficult. Jess with the par, playing super solid right now.
Pars are good.
On this hole, faux show. In fact, I think most of the field got a par here.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stats, and there's only one birdie to be recognized. That was by Paige Pierce today, and man, that was the beginning of a smoking hot back nine too. So that's an excellent birdie.
So Pierce making a charge, huh, for the lead card?
I think so. Back nine, you never know what's gonna happen. Come to play.
It's certainly a lot of opportunities on the back nine, but there's also a lot of really big holes that are easy to bogey.
It's true. Moving into hole 11, 390 feet. Again, that's that distance that kind of the top percentage of our field, they're getting themselves in contention for a birdie putt, but this is a tough hole. Definitely not a lot of birdies. And when you look at that basket just framed up perfectly by the two palm trees, you're not going to be be left right or left. Planted left.
Lots of lefts there.
You're not going to have a putt either way. You're going to want to go straight at it or at least get that hyzer skibble into the straight putt upwards.
Skibble. She's asking for a skibble. Great shot by Jen. She'll have a nice putt for birdie. Maria with a wraith.
She was throwing that wraith a lot today. A lot of trust in that disc. Good old mold.
That's a good position, too. Even though she's outside the circle, she's looking straight at that basket up the hill.
Gives her a safe run at it.
What do you
Looks like
throwing
I
here?
went a little fast. Another. Let's see. That's a defender on that shot, and I didn't quite get the flip up that I was hoping for. Left myself out there, needing to execute an upshot.
Perfect. Little bit, actually, a little bit palm in the way, but
A little bit of palmy.
little palmy. A lot of these holes are palmy.
And Jess actually...
Was she running that?
She was. She
Wow.
was trying to put herself in that
Man.
awkward Annie position. Gave it a real run.
I ran that yesterday, and it cost me. Little pop off the palm, and it rolled all the way to like 60.
And the ground action here is real. It's on a hillside.
Nice putt.
And
That right palm is pushing a little bit there. And Jen for 2.
solid too. You know, that feels good. That's going to give the player that boost right there to just continue to execute on the back 9. Jess in there safely for the 3.
Playing really solid golf. It's great to see Maria Oliva out here.
You know, it's nice
Texas
to see her
girl.
out on tour. Really, she's been working on her form. She's been working hard, taking really good care of herself. I mean, and it shows. She's coming out on top card. So
She said she's going to play a bunch of tournaments, as many as she can the next couple of months, but she's not going to be on tour officially full time. I'm hoping I can change her mind.
hole 12, 290 feet. That's a nice distance. I mean, I think I heard rumor was people were calling this one of the aceable holes. And I mean, if you've got your shot dialed in, whether it be a mid-range or a fairway driver, maybe this is the aceable run.
I mean, who doesn't like an ace hole?
Yeah.
Hole 11, we got Jess with her Vulcan. Wait, did we just watch this? Is this a replay? I think this is a replay. Hey, you know what? Let's watch it again. Do we know what happens here? I think Jen flexes it. I got $5. She
I was
makes it.
just
I
gonna
got
say, you wanna
$5.
bet
She
on the
makes this putt. Well, our viewers are gonna get to watch this hole again, so let's double take.
Sometimes it's good just to see the action twice. It really puts the memory in there on what happened.
Well, you know. And is this like, does this count as a mulligan?
Kind of. I mean,
Are they going to charge them extra strokes
no
for
extra,
these
no
extra
strokes,
throws?
just a nice extra look at what was. And that was a nice Marshall upshot.
And I liked your little like wrist flare at the end. It's like, brrr. I think she misses
Again,
this.
running
No,
it. Oh, man. Good thing I didn't bet.
Hope she can make that comebacker.
Smash.
Thanks for bearing with us, folks, as we work out some of the technicality of the first Pro Tour event with the new media team.
You know, and I think that it's really worth mentioning anytime you have a new team, any kind of new professionals in the scene, you're going to have some kind of wrinkles to iron out, and you just got to hold the faith, stay with them, and enjoy watching the disc golf. I think the coverage is going to get better and better.
It is the Pro Tour way to continue to improve, so I definitely trust that this will happen. Hopefully we get to actually watch Hole 12. I don't know that we will.
Yeah, I mean, all the focus is there, certainly. Trying to.
So this was Jen's drive on Hole 12 that we didn't get to watch, but
The scores from
I'm not
11.
sure which scores those actually are. They might be for 11. They might be for 12.
Moving
Now
on
we're
to hole
moving on to
13. It's 255 feet. It's a question. Are you going to go low shot underneath the branch, or are you going to take the high route? Because the branches basically have, they've kind of lowered themselves for that upper window. So carrot up to the right. Righty backhand hyzers are really friendly here. Sarah, are you throwing a backhand on this?
I am.
To me,
am.
it looks as though it
Big
has
skip.
to be.
There is a sidearm lime on the left side. Low hyzer, but it's not. It's
Even
tough
with
to get
those
to. It's tough to get
branches.
to the hole on that way, but yeah, the backhand is certainly the play.
You can see Jess was taking the low line underneath,
Looks
trying
like
to get the
her
skip.
wraith again, and she's inside the circle. Maria with a destroyer.
Taking the high line.
Oh,
And the wind was
fancy.
a little bit weird here. I know I was taking the high line yesterday and no wind, but today I changed my mind, taking the low line because the wind was, it was surprisingly picked up, and I couldn't believe Maria took that line, and it ended up well for her. I'm playing a really stable defender, and I get a little skip, and I'm inside of the circle.
Little heady, right? And then coming up the hill as well. Wow.
Huge putt
Wow.
on that train. Get the mojo
Maria's
factor
got
up.
those P2s dialed.
Look at that smile.
Oh, she's
Got
so
that
pretty. I love
mojo.
it.
Not quite the height.
And you
Jenny
got
said.
that weird slope just in front of the basket from her perspective, and any basket hit is going to roll a little ways. Well, that might be one of the first mistakes I've seen from Jess.
Uh-huh. And, you know, I mean, that was for the birdie putt.
It's not really going to cost her.
Not going to cost her. I was able to cash in that birdie, hoping to get on the train there.
Although these are a few of the birdie holes, so she is going to lose strokes to a bit of the field. Maybe a third of the field is maybe getting this one, or 20%.
Yeah, I think actually, yeah, it was just over a quarter of the field. So that was a.
That's going to make
good
a highlight
hole.
reel for sure.
Yeah.
Excellent birdies by half the field, and Jess still maintaining with the lead at -1.
I love seeing that emotion and that happy reaction out of Maria there too. Hole 14, par 3. It's 375 feet. Not an easy pull. Most of us are throwing a distance driver. As you can see, there's a little bit of a gully, and then as you get up over the hill, it is a downhill slope towards the water. So watch out. Play your skips or plan your skips accordingly.
Definitely a little bit tough to get to. Maria with a destroyer. Can she get there? Ooh,
Oh,
that's
I
got a
love it.
chance.
I love it. She's using her whole
Wow,
body,
perfectly
turning it over.
skipped.
Little action on the ground here, but I'm stoked
Circle's
for
edge.
her. Yeah. I'm playing it out wide, looking for that skip. I didn't quite have the height on this one that I wanted to, the defender, but I put myself in a pretty good spot.
Easy up and down for par.
It's easy up and down. Might even have a bid.
Jen with a destroyer as well. She's got all the distance to get here.
And actually goes a little bit past pin height. Yeah, just outside of circle's edge.
Tricky putt with those trees in front of the basket. Jess with the sidearm. I love this play. I guess I would, huh? But that's her Vulcan.
And
oh my
just
gosh!
look
I don't
at
think
the
I have seen a
landing.
shot that good, like maybe ever.
I think that was the best shot of the weekend. Oh, so
That's
close.
yeah.
Give
Well,
it the run.
You did. That's good.
Um,
Wow, she had a line.
oh, I
There's
mean,
that spider
there
tree.
was an
is
opening.
all over there. Wow.
Maria is
You guys are
feeling
making this look
it.
easy.
She's
3
feeling
people
it.
had putt. Actually, all of you had putts.
All of us had a putt.
Wow, that's impressive.
And Maria, like I said, you know, she had harnessed in the last hole, and she's just staying on that train. She's ready to throw.
I don't think anybody got to this hole yesterday, and now 2 of you guys ended up getting that birdie.
And actually, I think I read later on the UDisc score sheet that Steve Rico carded a 1 on this hole. That's an ace, folks. Give me that eagle.
Maybe that's the ace hole.
Without even knowing. All right, we're coming up to hole 15, par 3. Par 3 at 426 feet. I mean, what that's telling me is maybe we've got Jen Allen and Paige Pierce that could get themselves, you know, into position for a birdie or an easier type of birdie putt. But this is a little out of reach for the FPO field, so all the ladies are just blasting out of control here, putting everything into it. And it's easy when you're putting everything into a drive to maybe overcrank it or let it out early, just being too excited. So you see a couple of, you know, mistakes where the ladies are going, I'm just not sure what happened off that tee box. There's all this room. I'm throwing my most understable version of my biodiffusion defenders, and I was pretty happy with that shot, that result.
Oh, get out. Get out. Sit hard.
Jen's got the distance to get here. Whew.
And I think at this point I had heard Jen say, I'm going too quick. I went a little quick. And, you know, for any player, you got to pick your line, pick your disc, make your plan, and just smooth execute like that. Look at that
Just
butter
with
up
the
shot.
Sonic. It was a Sonic.
Sonic.
Right? I mean, I love that she's throwing that for upshots because it's such a fun disc to throw, and it's something you can just play catch with that I think really improves your approach game when you just play catch, and then playing catch with a disc that you can actually throw in the tournament is a powerful thing.
Maria's feeling strong, gives it a solid bid, lands nice enough. She's gonna be tapping in her 3.
Ooh, a rare miss there.
Rare. A little uncharacteristic for the round for Jess. Solid comeback.
That'll be one of the few bogeys she took the entire round. Has she bogeyed yet? No, maybe. I don't think she has.
I think that's her first one.
Jen putting with those XP1Xs. I don't know how you can have a disc with 2 X's in it, but apparently you can.
Interesting there. A couple of pars, a couple of bogeys.
Jess losing a stroke there. Jen gaining a stroke there. Bringing it within 2.
That brings us to hole 16, another one of those infamous ace holes, 327 feet. There is a mandatory left of the palm trees right off the tee box. And then this is an elevated basket. A lot of these righty backhand hyzer shots, people are just dreading and fearing that ugly sound of the elevated basket, bong, but still trying to ace this shot.
I think we're calling these pyramids now.
Pyramids.
And you're in circle 1.
Yeah.
Ish. Jen throwing a Wraith here, I think.
I believe that is her rig.
Or a Destroyer. One of the two. They're so close to each other, I feel like.
Wraith is older.
Maria with a Wraith, however. We had a little headwind today on this one.
Gives it a little extra carry.
And maybe a little extra height. Jess with a Wraith. It's a Wraith hole, apparently. It's not an ace hole. It's a Wraith hole.
I mean, Team Innova players are throwing a Wraith is the common decision. Jess has given it a real, absolutely trying to make that birdie too. Just missing outside
With
of
the
basket.
Annie putt, I think she's got a safe run there. I like that play.
Maria's still feeling strong too. Like to see that out of a player. She missed her last putt. As I just missed that putt. But we can still cash in our players.
It's a contagious.
One after the other. After the other.
Put it in. Oh, no. Oh, she's not. That one's going to haunt her a little bit tonight. Especially on the birdie hole. This is one of the higher percentages birdie holes within the field.
Yeah, definitely over a quarter of our field is birdieing it all weekend long. Over 2 rounds. I'm cashing in a 3
It always
there.
hurts to get a bogey on one of the holes that... I mean, for me, I only have access to about 8 birdies out here. And to bogey one of the holes you can actually get the birdie on hurts a little bit harder than, getting a bogey on a hole you can't even get to.
It's true. And that's when you have to decide as a player, how much energy and how much time you're going to spend thinking about, did I miss? Did I make it? And you got to move on. You have 2 holes left. It's important to stay strong. Hole 17 is going to give us mostly all over land, but then we still have to go over water on 18. So 17 is a total of 468 feet. And our tee box definitely elevation-wise is up above where the basket is, so you're hoping to get some of that downhill drop help factor. But I don't see too many ladies getting into the circle for this.
Well, I think there's one on this card that could do it.
There's definitely one. Might be Jalen.
Jalen?
Jen Allen.
I like Jalen.
Jalen.
And then when we have Kat, it's Callan.
I haven't called her that yet, but I might have a chance tomorrow to do that. Playing with
Let me know how that goes.
J. Allen and C. Allen tomorrow.
Jalen and Callan.
Oh man, I went a little wide there.
I like the wide play though. That's a good miss, honestly, because if you do the opposite, you're in the sidewalk left side.
That's exactly right.
And
So
Jess flexing a big shot. Nice D. She's getting in almost circle 2.
and you can hear her cheering, "Go, go, go!"
That's
She
a
knows
big
it's
shot.
a great shot.
She has her distance is
Absolutely.
underrated, if you ask me.
I think so.
I think she throws a lot farther than people give her credit for. And Maria with a destroyer.
Nice and smooth.
Her form looks great.
Sticking to her plan. Oh, I'm loving it.
She might even have a jump putt from there. Now Jen, can she get there? Yes. Does she? Maybe.
Man, and I think that's a destroyer she threw, but just like Jess's
Inside circle
shot,
two.
man, those discs are overstable. They're putting them on a couple clicks of Annie off the tee box. They're trusting him, watching him hyzer out. Great shots.
Upshot gets a little palmy.
A little, I definitely was kind of going for that, knowing that the palm trees were there, that the shot would be land safe. Maria,
Bullfrog
same thing.
ribbit right to the basket.
And watch this with a sonic boom almost.
She split the palms.
I know.
Wow.
Watch this. Again, another split.
What a putt.
And at this point,
I'm proud of her for even going for that, honestly.
Jess and
And making
Jen-
that comebacker. Look at that. Wow. She is ready to play, and she is definitely feeling it.
Jess and Jen both had that framed up, really nice birdie attempt through the palm trees. And, sometimes that puts a smile on a player's face when you have that run. It's framed up so nicely. That basket's just in that palm frame, trying to get there.
I'd like to see somebody play the bank a little bit.
I heard of a bank shot today.
Yeah?
Paige Pierce. She was really tearing it up on that back nine, but it was actually a couple holes ago when I was having trouble saying right side or left side. Paige banked off a birdie on, what is that, hole 12.
That's great. I hope we get to see that on film.
We're moving on to hole 18. It's 400 feet. If you're throwing over the water, you're throwing over it the whole way. If you're playing a safe shot, you're going to want to stay over the fairway the whole way. There is OB right if you happen to get kind of a little bit too much a hold of it and get the Anheuser or the sidearm. But, for the most part, you've just got to make a decision as to if you're going to try for the birdie or play for the safe par. I'm playing for the safe par here.
Tough birdie opportunity here. Really, it's like over 400 feet to get to the pin. Jess with the sidearm over the water-ish. I bet she wanted to hang that a little left.
She did.
Yeah.
She was actually letting us know that she wanted to go for that birdie.
I think she might have the distance to get there. Maria with a destroyer.
Smooth. Maria. So perfectly placed. Gotta love that shot. Smooth play.
And Jen.
You can tell right out of the hands. Jen just knew it came out a little bit early, and she's kind of disappointed. As we all would be. This is the final hole. You want to try to par birdie out.
Well, it's not for lack of effort that she is not scoring well here towards the end, but, that's kind of golf. Sometimes when you try too hard, it actually kind of bites you.
I've heard a saying, you just don't want to force things, let it come naturally. I think it actually might apply to the disc golf game too.
I think so. Maria for par.
Smash.
Sneaks
Good
it in.
catch. Mock X's all day. Great finish. Great round, Maria.
And Jess trying to finish strong.
Catches
Tickle.
a little piece of that basket.
I'm always frustrated to miss my last putt.
Well, that's your last memory coming off the course. I think most players could agree. To finish on a bogey or anything worse, it just actually resonates a little bit longer, and it takes a little longer to get over, but gotta focus on the positives.
And the positives are that Jess, despite a few struggles there towards the end, she still maintained her spot on the lead card. And she will be playing. We'll get to watch her play tomorrow on the lead card, along with a few other standout players from the second card that jumped up into the spotlight.
Jump. We got Paige Pierce, Evelina, and Missy Gannon moving up to lead card. I myself and Maria and Jen are moving down to the second card, and we got Kat joining us.
And, it's still a battle. This is going to be an exciting last 2 days. We'll be out at Vista, Del Camino, Shelly Sharp tomorrow for the last two rounds, tomorrow and Sunday.
There's still water. There's still OB. Got to be ready to play.
Thanks for joining in.